A very good afternoon to you all. As we are discussing some parameters related to the wind turbine efficiency and some points related to wind turbine, and which are the device for to produce renewable energy resources. It means the energy can be renewed whatever the energy we are getting with the help of wind turbine. So now I think you are very much interested to see the significance of forces acting in horizontal direction as well as in vertical direction in the case of wind turbine. So, without any delay, we are proceeding forward. Now, the next slide is related to the lift design. How the lift design occurs in the case of wind turbine. Here you can see the actually the lift blade design employs the same principles that enables airplanes. मीन्स यहाँ पे जो लिफ्ट ब्लेड डिज़ाइन की हम बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक, लिफ्ट ब्लेड डिज़ाइन की हम बात करें जिस प्रिंसिपल वर्क करता है वो सेम प्रिंसिपल पे कौन भी वर्क करता है, आपका एयरप्लेन भी उसी प्रिंसिपल पे वर्क करता है। ठीक है, एयरप्लेन उसी प्रिंसिपल पे वर्क करता है। उड़ने वाली चीज़ें, हम पतंग की बात करते हैं, पतंग भी इसी लिफ्ट डिज़ाइन पे वर्क करता है। बर्ड्स birds if any birds is flying, then behind the bird's activity the same principle would be used about which we are talking in this slide. Now basically the blade जो उसकी ज्योमेट्री होती है एक एयरफॉइल ज्योमेट्री होती है, ठीक है, या विंग टाइप की ज्योमेट्री होती है। Then what happens if the airfoil geometry is provided to the blades of the wind turbine? What happens? You can see when the air strikes on the blade and that flows past the blades, then a wind speed and pressure differential is created. Okay? जैसे कि ब्लेड्स में जब एयर फ्लो करता है तो उसमें विंड स्पीड और प्रेशर डिफरेंसेज आ जाते हैं। ठीक है, विंड स्पीड आएगा ही आएगा बिकॉज ऑफ विंड इज फ्लोइंग विद सम अमाउंट ऑफ वेलोसिटीज एंड डेफिनेटली द वेलोसिटी वुड बी देयर एज वेल एज द प्रेशर वुड बी चेंज अपर साइड एज वेल एज लोअर साइड, द pressure having some different values. So the differential pressure is created as well as wind speed is created. Where the pressure differential is created, the pressure differential would be created in between the upper side surface as well as lower side surface of the blades. Okay, the upper side surface and the lower side surface. What happens on the lower section, the some pressure values is assigned for the wind and the some amount of pressure value is assigned for this wind whatever it flows from the on the upper surface of the blades, because the air flows in the upper portion. That's why the pressure value for the wind on the upper surface of the blade would having a lesser value of pressure, while the lower surface air pressure having a higher value. It means some differences are created. Now what happens when the air strikes on the plates? Then it has a upper portion, it has a lower portion, and the lower portion having the pressure of greater value and the upper portion having the air of lesser value. So low pressure, high pressure side, it means created. That's why the pressure difference is created, and that's why finally a wind speed as well as pressure differential taken place in between the upper portion and the lower portion of the blades. Now When these blades is attached to a central axis like a wind turbine, for example, wind turbine में क्या होता है, एक central axis होता है, ठीक है। 14th नंबर पॉइंट, central axis like a wind turbine rotor, then what happens, the lift is translated into the rotational motion। अब ये सी बात है, ये ब्लेड है, ब्लेड में एयर जा रहा है, ऊपर जा रहा है, नीचे जा रहा है। ऊपर जो एयर जो फ्लो होगा उसका प्रेशर कम होगा, नीचे जो एयर जा रहा है उसका प्रेशर क्या होगा, कम होगा, सॉरी ज़्यादा होगा। प्रेशर डिफरेंस हो गया, ज़्यादा कम प्रेशर, ज़्यादा प्रेशर, ज़्यादा प्रेशर कम प्रेशर, ठीक है। अगर इस ब्लेड्स को आप माउंट कर दिए रोटर पे, तो ये जो विंड की जो मोशन है, देन व्हाट विल बी हैपन, this linear motion will be converted into the rotational motion because the axis of rotation takes place. As well as here you can see a relative pressure difference causing lift because due to the pressure difference the air flows from higher pressure to lower pressure. That's why the relative pressure would be in existence. That's why the lift action performed. And due to the lift, something would be go in the upward direction. And here, then what happens? The lift is translated into rotational motion. In which case, when the rotor is placed in the for the blades. Now, if the lift-powered wind turbines have much higher rotational speed than drag types, and therefore are well suited for electricity generation. Now, what happens? Because if we talk about the lift powered wind turbines, then in the case of lift turbines, the rotational speed in that case is much higher than the speed achieved in that case when we were talking about the drag force. Means for the electricity generation, the lift powered wind turbine is very suitable. Here you can see the wind direction is over here, and the lift would be in the upward direction because of the relative pressure differential causing lift. Relative pressure is adjust, and here the airfoil blades action is over here. From this diagram you can see the lift in upward direction, drag is in horizontal direction, wind flow direction is here, and some portion is going to the lower direction to the blade, and some portion of wind flow on the upper surface of the blades. Now what happens? This region having the larger value of pressure, this region having the lower value of pressure. So pressure differential takes place, a relative pressure exists, and that relative pressure would generate the lift force, and this lift would be responsible for the upward motion. But here the blade is mounted on the rotor and the wind flow direction is jet, and the wind will move with some amount of velocity, and that the wind strikes on the blades, and when the wind strikes on the blade, then what happens, some amount of kinetic energy would transfer to the blade, and when the blade moves, then what happens, where the blades are mounted, in that things it means rotors would be rotated, and when the rotors will be rotated, it means the shaft will be rotated too, and the shaft will be rotated, then what happens, the shaft is also attached to the generator, and when the shaft having some mechanical energy, then finally that mechanical energy would be converted into the electricity with the help of generator, and finally our motive would be fulfilled for the electricity generation. This whole diagram is related to the turbine aerodynamics, how wind power works. Now, in this diagram, it is very clear to you all. This is the blade geometry. If you draw a line which can be termed as the axis of the blade or chord line. Okay. If we are talking about the wind is acting in that direction, then angle in between the relative wind to the chord line, this angle is known as angle of attack. और अब ये सबसे बड़ा ये एंगल ऑफ अटैक जो है इसकी वैल्यू बहुत ज़्यादा डिपेंड करती है कि भाई कितना लिफ्ट होगा, कितना ड्रैग होगा, ठीक है। दिस इज द सेंटर ऑफ प्रेशर, ओके, सेंटर ऑफ प्रेशर। From the center of pressure, a force is acting in the horizontal direction, and that force is drag force. And from the center of pressure, a force is acting in the upward direction, and that force is lift force. And finally, a resultant force would be acted in between them, that's having the strong magnitude by the combination of lift force as well as drag force both. I think that would be clear to you all now. Here I would like to tell you about the wind turbines first important variables, and that is what here you can see the attack of angle. Now initially a definition is needed for the angle of attack. If the question is arising in your AKT examination or sessional examination, then what is the definition of angle of attack? Why we calculate angle of attack? Then I think you should reply that angle of attack is a variable for wind turbine design, and this is a very important variable. It means the efficiency would be dependent on this this variable mostly times. Now, angle of attack is also known as the blade angle. Okay. Now, the angle between the chord line, means we are talking about this line, chord line of the airfoil and the flight direction, it means relative wind direction. The flight direction is known as angle of attack. This angle is known as angle of attack. Now, the angle of attack has a large effect on the lift generated by an airfoil. कितना ज़्यादा लिफ्ट करेगा, इट मीन्स कि वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द लिफ्ट, इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द लिफ्ट फोर्स, देन लिफ्ट फोर्स इज मेनली dependent on the value of angle of attack. It means for the maximum value of lift, a particular angle of attack should be designed. Now, this is the propeller efficiency. Typically, the numbers here can range from, means the angle would vary from 1 degree to 15 degree. It means in between 1 to 15 degree, a value will be at that type of value. On that value, you can feel a strong value of lift. Okay. Now here you can see a diagram. This is the blade over here. This is the upper camber. This is the chord. This is the lower camber, and this is the thickness over here for the blade, and this is the maximum distance of the blade. This is also known as chord length. Ahead portion is known as trailing edge, and is the behind the portion where the air strikes initially, that is known as the leading edge. And here the angle in between the chord line as well as the relative air is known as angle of attack. I think the diagram is clear to you all. Now I think we should proceed forward. In that direction, you can see. I think this graph is visible to you all. The angle of attack is represented on the x-axis, and the coefficient of lift is represented on the y-axis. And this graph is plotted in between the lift force as well as angle of attack. If the angle of attack is 0, then the sum amount of lift is here. If the angle of attack is negative in that case, then the lift force having a 0 value. If the value of the angle of attack increases, then what happens? From this diagram, in between this diagram, and the diagram is plotted in between the lift force as well as angle of attack. If the value of angle of attack and the angle of attack is given in degree, if the value of angle of attack in degree increases in positive direction, then what happens? The coefficient of lift increases to some height. Here you can see the maximum value, and this is the critical angle of attack, the stall, and then what happens? It start to decrease. Now, from this diagram you can see if the angle of attack is increasing, then what happens? If the angle of attack increasing, then the lift force get stronger. Means lift force having a larger and larger value when the angle of attack is increasing. Initially, there is no angle of attack, or the angle of attack having the very low value. The air is flow over the surface of the blades. When the angle of attack increases, then lift force came into existence. Then lift force would be acted in the upward direction. And finally, if the angle of attack is extreme, then what happens? The lift force having a larger value, then what happens? This loads would go in upward direction, and here the cavitation formation would be started here. If we talk about the number of blades, how the design is determined with the help of second parameter, that is number of blades or the blade number. In this diagram you can see a wind turbine is allocated at a particular place, and this wind turbine is one blade rotor. Okay, here the one blade rotor is allocated over here, and the determination of the number of blades involves design consideration of aerodynamic efficiency, component cost, system reliability, and aesthetics. What is the aerodynamic efficiency? It means the lifting force is an output, and in the form of kinetic energy of the wind as an input. A component cost is very important, because if the cost is not preferable, then the installation should not be easy. It's not easy. Now, if you talk about the system reliability, it means we are talking about the probability the system operates successfully within the specified time t. Reliability क्या होता है? किसी सिस्टम की प्रोबेबिलिटी जो सिस्टम जो है टी टाइम के लिए परफेक्टली ऑपरेट करे, इसके लिए जो प्रोबेबिलिटी होती है क्या होती है? रिलायबिलिटी होती है। ठीक है। एरोडायनेमिक एफिशिएंसी की अगर बात करें तो एरोडायनेमिक एफिशिएंसी बढ़ती है कैसे? नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स जैसे जैसे बढ़ाते हैं आप टरबाइन में, उस तरीके से एरोडायनेमिक एफिशिएंसी बढ़ती है। ठीक है। इट मीन्स कि नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स अगर बढ़ेगा तो एरोडायनेमिक एफिशिएंसी बढ़ेगी, बट विद डिमिनिशिंग रिटर्न। यहाँ पर फिर आप देख सकते हैं, इफ वी increase the number of blades from 1 to 2, then efficiency will increase up to 6%. Okay. Whereas increasing the blade count from 2 to 3, then an additional 3% efficiency is added. Now, if we further increase the number of blades, then it yields minimal improvements in the aerodynamic efficiency. और क्या भी होगा, and if we increase the number of blades, then it start to sacrifice too much in blade stiffness as the blades become thinner. Now, in the next line, it is mostly often it is seen over there. The fewer the number of blades, and the lower the material and manufacturing cost will be. Higher rotational speed reduces the torques in the drivetrain, resulting in lower gearbox generator cost. अगर हम बात करें नंबर ऑफ प्लेट्स कम लग रहा है तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट कम होगा। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कॉस्ट कम होने के साथ साथ रोटेशनल स्पीड क्या होगी? कम होगी। रोटेशनल स्पीड बढ़ेगी, रोटेशनल स्पीड बढ़ेगी तो टॉर्क क्या होगा, कम होगा, और टॉर्क कम होगा तो लोअर गियर बॉक्स और जनरेटर की कॉस्ट जो है वो भी क्या होगी, कम होगी। अब फिर हम बात करते हैं ब्लेड डिज़ाइन में नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स के लिए, इवन या ऑड नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स। इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ऑड नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स, then odd number है 3, 5, 7 etc. If any rotor with an even number of blades will cause stability problems for wind turbine, ठीक है। तो क्या होता है, मोस्टली हम क्या करते हैं, ऑड नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स ही लेते हैं, इवन नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स नहीं लेते हैं। तो इवन नंबर ऑफ ब्लेड्स में क्या होता है, स्टेबिलिटी फैक्टर आ जाता है, स्टेबिलिटी को अफेक्ट करता है, ठीक है। तो यही रीजन है, द रीजन इज दैट एट द वेरी मोमेंट व्हेन द uppermost blade bends backwards because it gets the maximum power from the wind. The lowermost blade passing into the wind set in front of the tower that produces uneven forces on the rotor shaft and rotor blade. These are the reasons behind why we are not selecting even number of blades. Now the blade linear speed, सेकेंड पैरामीटर स्पीड की हम बात कर रहे हैं। तो जो ब्लेड स्पीड होती है उसका फार्मूला क्या होता है, आई थिंक ये भाई डिस्कस में देख लेते हैं। तो वी इक्वल टू क्या होता है, आर ओमेगा। बेसिक फार्मूला फॉर द स्पीड इफ एनीथिंग इज मूविंग ऑन सर्कुलर पाथ, द फार्मूला इफ द रोटेशनल स्पीड इज ओमेगा एंड द लीनियर स्पीड इज वी एंड द रेडियस डिस्टेंस is capital R, then if we have to find the value of linear velocity, then with the help of V equal to R omega we can find. From this diagram, this is how is allocated over here, and a shaft is rotated with the help of this amount of angular velocity, that is omega, and omega क्या होगा, constant होगा। और ये blade है, blade के tip पे इसकी velocity क्या है, V tip। Here a line is drawn from that point to that point. This point, I think ये हाई है, ये जो हाइट है वो कंपेरेटिवली कम है, फिर यहाँ पे ये और कम है, और ये क्या है, v इक्वल टू 1/4। यहाँ पे जैसे जैसे ब्लेड्स में नीचे यहाँ पे नीचे हब की ओर आएंगे, वैसे वैसे क्या होगा, फिर वी टिप जो टिप की वेलोसिटी होगी, ब्लेड की लीनियर स्पीड जो होगी वो कम होते जाएगी नीचे जाने पर, और यहाँ पे एक समय ऐसा आ जाएगा जब वेलोसिटी कितनी हो जाएगी, 25% या 1/4 पार्ट ऑफ द डेट वेलोसिटी, जो कि कहाँ पे था, यहाँ पे था एकदम टिप पे, ठीक है। Here you can see the motion of the wind turbines blades. To study how the wind moves relative to the rotor blades of wind turbine, attach red ribbon about 1/4 way. In this diagram आप देख सकते हैं राशि ट्राइंगल के लिए, ये क्या ब्लेड है, ये लिफ्ट फोर्स क्या होता है, अपर डायरेक्शन में वाई एक्सिस में कंपोनेंट है, ये ड्रैग फोर्स है, ठीक है। और यहाँ पे क्या है, नेट फोर्स जो है एरोडायनामिक ऑन द ब्लेड, ये क्या रिप्रेजेंट करेगा, टॉर्क को। ये क्या है, थ्रस्ट है, ये अपर एंड विंड, ब्लेड स्पीड, ये क्या है, एंगल ऑफ स्टैक, and this is the true wind, okay? This is the net aerodynamic force on blade. ये ट्रू विंड था। अगर आप इसी में अपर एंड विंड को भी कंसीडर करें आप इस तरीके से, we proceed for the next slide. Okay, in this slide you can see the wind turbine blade design, twist is over there. The blade rotor blades for wind turbines are always twisted. Why? It is seen commonly from the rotor blade. Actually, what happens when the wind strikes on the blades of the turbine, then it would be started to come from a much steeper angle, more than the general wind direction in the landscape. Okay. Then what happens, as you move towards the root of the blade and the center of the rotor, then A rotor blade will stop giving lift if the blade is hit at an angle of attack which is too steep. यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं here you can see the power generated by a wind turbine, and in this diagram we are proceeding in forward direction from lesser value of power to the higher value of power. Okay, from starting the 0.15 megawatt this power is generated. The allotment region is subjected for the 10 meter as well as 26 feet. If the height increases, then what happens? If the height is 164 feet and the space occupied by the turbine is 50 meter, then the power is increased. पावर कितना होगा 0.75 मेगावाट. फिर पावर हमारा बढ़ाने के लिए 1.5 हो गया मेगावाट की, तो फिर से इसकी हाइट क्या करनी पड़ी, 216 फीट यहाँ पे दिखाई गई है, और ये कितना है 66 मीटर. फिर हम लास्ट में 5 मेगावाट में पहुँचने के लिए क्या किया है, यहाँ डायमीटर इसका 120 मीटर हुआ और फीट कितना हो गया, जिसकी हाइट कितनी होगी 394 फीट. तो कितना हो गया पावर यहाँ पे 5 megawatt. This is the swept area. There are about 4,900 wind turbines in California at place for the power generation work. Typical wind operation 0 से 10 MPH की स्पीड जब होती है, तो विंड स्पीड जो होती है वो बहुत कम होता है पावर जनरेट करने के लिए. तो ठीक होता है 0 से 10 MPH स्पीड अगर विंड की है तो टरबाइन जो है ऑपरेशन कंडीशन में नहीं होता है, रोटर उस समय लॉकडाउन होता है. ठीक है, जब स्पीड बढ़ जाती है 10 से 25 MPH हो जाती है, तो आई थिंक 10 MPH इज मिनिमम स्पीड टू ऑपरेट एनी टाइप ऑफ विंड टरबाइन. विंड टरबाइन को अगर ऑपरेट करना है, विंड टरबाइन को चलाना है, तो कम से कम 10 MPH की स्पीड होनी चाहिए एयर की. ठीक है, wind. And it is known as cut-in speed. In 10 to 25 MPH wind, generated power increases with the wind speed. If we are talking about the speed ranges from 25 to 50 MPH, and this range is the typical wind turbines where is the rated power, maximum operating power के लिए 25 से 50 MPH स्पीड होना चाहिए. तो जब 25 MPH पे विंड फ्लो करता है, उस पर टरबाइन वर्क करता है, तो वो कौन सी स्पीड होती है, रेटेड विंड स्पीड. अगर हम फर्दर इसको बढ़ाते हैं तो स्पीड विल नॉट रिजल्ट इन सस्टेनली हाइयर जनरेटेड पावर बाई डिज़ाइन. 50 MPH से ज़्यादा स्पीड जब हो जाती है तो टरबाइन शट डाउन व्हेन द विंड स्पीड इज हाइयर देन 50 MPH और कट आउट स्पीड टू प्रिवेंट स्ट्रक्चर फेलियर. ये 50 MPH जो है कट आउट स्पीड होती है, इससे ज़्यादा स्पीड नहीं करनी होती है. तो कट-इन स्पीड क्या हो गया 10 MPH विंड टरबाइन के लिए, और कट आउट स्पीड क्या हो गया 50 MPH विंड टरबाइन के लिए. 50 से ज़्यादा नहीं करना है और 10 से कम पे विंड टरबाइन चलेगी नहीं. 50 से ज़्यादा में स्ट्रक्चर फेल्योर के चांसेस बढ़ सकते हैं, या फेल्योर हो ही जाएगा. अब यहाँ पे थ्योरेटिकल पावर जनरेशन के लिए विंड टरबाइन की हेल्प से फार्मूला क्या होता है यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं. In this slide you can see a formula for the power generation by the wind turbine in theoretical form. The power is formulated with the help of following expression. The power is equal to 1 by, तो यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं फार्मूला है जो थ्योरेटिकल पावर जनरेट करने के लिए विंड टरबाइन के केस में होता है. तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस फार्मूला इज व्हाट, पावर इज इक्वल टू 1 by 2 रो ए वी क्यू. रो क्या है, वेयर रो इज द एयर डेंसिटी. If we talk about the numerical value for the air density for the wind, Then air density for the wind turbine is 1.2 kilogram per meter cube. If we convert this value into LV per feet cube, then it would be in the form of numerical value 0.0745. एट सी लेवल और टेम्परेचर क्या होता है 20 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, ठीक। और ड्राई एयर के लिए है ये क्या है स्वेफ्ट एरिया। स्वेफ्ट एरिया मतलब ये आपको बताए हुए हैं, ये क्या है स्वेफ्ट एरिया है। इसका फार्मूला क्या हो जाएगा पाई आर स्क्वायर, ठीक, मीटर स्क्वायर। वी क्या है विंड वेलोसिटी। ये सारी वैल्यू जब रखोगे तो पावर की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी, ठीक। अलॉटमेंट रीजन कैपिटल ए, डायमीटर उसको आधा करोगे रेडियस मिल जाएगा, वहाँ से एरिया हम निकाल लेंगे। 10 मीटर डायमीटर है, हाइट कितनी है 26 फीट, पावर जनरेशन 0.15। Okay, I think some network issue. So uh, we proceed next part, next video. Okay, thank you.